So this is going to be a raw take, raw creativity, raw fire, rah without rah, a different type of clue that doesn't necessarily need to be spoken, and keeping, ironically, recognizing how to still keep some mysteries too, though, right? Because obviously, like, someone could, in the back of their mind, they could be like, oh man, you quote unquote gave it away. Well, the infinite consciousness would obviously paradoxically oppose that human behavior and thought and trait, and with even quote unquote, natural infinity, right? Natural infinity, right? This is like 2025, but I'm here to make a song. I'm here to make a song, and it's raw. It's raw balls or whatever. And just cut, like, trying to, I'm not trying to like over explain anything, right? But because like people will interpret like some, you can say this is dark comedy, but it's not necessary. You can call it whatever you want, but like if everyone's making fun of everyone and someone's finding something to laugh about, then on a side subconscious level, that's its own page of dark comedy, right? So within the bigger picture of dark comedy, the bigger picture of dark comedy is saying, like, maybe on a subconscious outlet, what you call it is the dark comedy is saying, it's like, well, are we gonna take collective accountability for the reality being fucked up, or are we just gonna sit here and just fart and drink and eat some chicken wings, no judgment? And those chicken wings could be honey, tangerine sauce, barbecue sauce, ranch sauce. You got that Cajun fucking spicy Hawaiian sauce. You got that fucking crazy fucking tahini sauce, hummus sauce, spicy sauce, fucking oregano sauce, blue pepper sauce, if that's even a fucking sauce. But there's some type of fucking sauce within the fucking beers of just like, we're going through the ups and downs of life, and we have to learn kind of how to laugh at ourselves. Because if we don't learn how to laugh at ourselves, then it's like we will in the future, because we're laughing at other people's downfalls possibly, and then when life could give us that downfall, it's just an ironic dark humor of the universe, that there's a collective show and there's plot twists, doing it for the twist, doing it for, maybe God's doing it for the plot, who the fuck knows. But I'm here to make a song, and I'm also here to ask the question, whatchamacallit, blaw it, slaw it, doll it, haul it, call it, blaw it, flaw it, call it how you see it, call it how you want it, call it how you ever you want to name it, frame it, rename it, reclaim it, retame it, like a lion and a tiger and a viper and a venom is God, and that carnage is God, and you are God to some degree, some percentage. I Leo, Gaio, sonic boom it, and then I prostitute it. Do I have to sell myself, sell my soul? To what degree? Parcel, and with the Parcel, with the Hartnell College, with the Cabrillo College. Oh, yo. Community college, getting communal, tribal, going through these cycles of life so vigorously, venomously, steadily I climb the mountain. There we go, like a Billy Gee, like our accountability is remarked in a new phrase, sector scope. What hella broke, helicopter flow. When I'm swinging around, slinging around, web slinging like Golden Spider-Man, Unknown Spider-Man, Tony Hawk, Underground, Pro Skater 1, with all the fucking songs and the soundtracks. I'm bound to bounce back, and then I get back with the hit back, with the tip back, with the tick back, with the take that, motherfucker break that, when I make that, when I slay that, like Santa Claus in the SLEIGHHEH hormonal shit, imbalance to the new balance, new fresh shit, motherfucker, detect it however you want to resurrect it, like Golden G. Jizzoid, Luciferian in a different balance, yo, and here's me, cheers to me, riding a whole new choreography, dance floor with the new chorus though. It was all for Jesus. 1 2 1 2 1 2. It was all for Jesus. It was all for Jesus. It was all for Jesus. Hey, yeah, yeah, oh, it was all for Jesus. It was all for Jesus. It was all for Jesus. Blood of the Mary, blood of the sacrilege. Slow it down a little, don't be gassing it. Jesus of Nazareth, got my back, oh, cracking it. Do you wanna crack some shit? I be wearing Crocs and shit. I be coming to a realization that I'm going back to the promised land. It was all for Jesus. It was all for Jesus. Jesus of Nazareth, it was all for Jesus. Now I'm back in it, gassing it, no time to be slacking it, macking it, gotta be, yo. Don't let the ego get the best of you. I don't need to be proving anything to you. Cause I'm happy with where I'm at. Yo, steam. When I pull full steam, train, Segway, train lane on a different, shout out to young Tesla, the real Tesla, in comparison, in retrospect comparison to the company. It was all for Jesus. It was all for Jesus. Please take my hand and fly away. Hey. Thank you guys. It was just a chorus. It was a horrible mini rant. I wouldn't call it. I'm not saying I'm a comedian. I'm not necessarily giving myself any. In the bigger picture, I'm not necessarily giving myself even like a certain type of title, right? And then I guess Vedas could be a context thing, and Vedas could say in a professional way, or Advaita Vedanta, and me being a student of that, a learner student, because obviously people have progressed with this particular life, this particular life. They've dedicated themselves newly within the good fortunes of karma. They had some type of energetic good karma where they could devote their lives, practice and use their buddhi intelligence to direct that buddhi intelligence, Vedic element shit, whatever, who the fuck cares, is saying good energetic karma lets you get to choose a profession within just whatever's giving us some type of freedom and possibility, most respectively, right, at this point. And some people are choosing to live a pure spiritual life for whatever that means. And that pure spiritual life, there are OGs with the hidden profession of it, right? Over lifetimes, though, forgetting and remembering uniquely. And some people in their life have chosen to embark and dedicate fully to something, right? And that something conversation, obviously, that's an open source thing, and you could go off of that, right? Something, no thing, etc., right? And no thing is some type of quote unquote anti-something, because it's anti of a sum, but it's still something of a sum, and that sum is some type of anti in a particular energy frame, respectively. So not to bounce around here too much, is saying is people could dedicate their lives to something, right? So if people could dedicate their lives to something, then the spiritual forces that manage the reality in all its good, bad, and ugly, professional fucking intelligence originally, is saying we're out of sync with that somehow. And since we're out of sync with that, mind the reverberation and the echoes, we have to come back to in sync with the balance powers that be, so we don't get out of pocket and we don't fall into just different types of negative karmas, right? Like, you know, some type of like deep shadow Mars karma could get like is in the game. And for me to say it like that, that literally is like, that is like heading the fucking, the real the pure intelligence is headed by this energy, respectively, right? So within that, it's like, if you want to talk about real balance, then the real balance is saying what could fucking imbalance something. Because if something could imbalance something, and there's if God isn't balanced enough to bring that imbalance back to balance, then that's not God, because only God could do that, right? So if only God could do that, then whoever's doing that energetically on a higher, different dimension, respectively, that's God. So I'm the first one to fucking break down energetically what God is. And shout out to my fucking original Instagram, because it's its own bomb, and whoever like got inspired from that standpoint and to now, so be it, right? A different fucking like open source, like real fucking subconscious open source meta stuff, right? So on that, right, because of like energetically went beyond all their shit, respectively, because the energy is in favor with a genuine bigger picture. So in one sentence, if you read between the metaphysical lines, I went beyond that whole company. and the bigger picture is going over their artificial compartmentalized profiles of their psyche, right? So within all of that stuff, it was all for Jesus. It was all for Jesus. Then as Nazareth, then as Jesus, then Nazareth, Jesus. It was all for Jesus. That's the best ever.